goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you, no matter what.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They give to Chubb out of the gun. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. From the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the...
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Mayfield off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3rd and 2.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
29-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
From the 16, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And Burrow going to throw again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Browns 0.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head steam going.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Mayfield.
And 6.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Now 3rd down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Carrier taken down at the 19-yard.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here that's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
As shoves him off. Room here to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mixon trying to punch it in. not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield dancing to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard.
And again, it's Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 27.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Number 4.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
He sets to fire deep. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Eli Apple. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Shedding the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Mayfield on play action. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 99 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
Fielded in the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Dustin Hopkins set to
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Despite some fast footwork, he still wrangled down shy of the 15. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Boyd going to have a chance to run it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by John Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
the kicker on.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the of football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow going to throw deep for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So out comes the field goal team once more.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, and now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling.
And he will will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sam Hubbard in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.